us a child is born, and unto us a child is given. His name shall be, the government will be upon his shoulders, and his name will be Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God.
Fred, is there anything you don't do in this town?
Well, Marshall, good to see you. I do it all around here, Marshall. I just do it all. Any progress on the bandits there?
No, not yet. But I can feel it in my bones. They're still here somewhere.
Only thing I feel in my bones is aches and pains.
Well, I better get back to work. Those bandits aren't going to catch themselves, you know. I'll see you later, Reverend. Have a good one.
See you, Marshall. Thank you. All the words that Jesus did have been written down. I don't believe the world can contain all the life. John chapter, that's 21 verse 25, I believe. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, well I just knew you were going to be here painting and memorizing verses.
Well, very good to see you, child. I wanted to get an early start, but what? Woo! Not too hot out here.
Well that's good, but I wanted to bring you some warm, nice cookies.
They look delicious. Oh. Thank you, Vera. So, when does the new teacher arrive? Miss Briggs, isn't it?
That's right, Winnie Griggs. Actually, she arrived on the train yesterday, all the way from Kentucky. You know, I think the kids are going to love her.
I hope so. A good teacher is worth her weight in gold, you know.
I agree. Now, if you can just find a sheriff.
Yeah, but at least the marshal's here. I just hope he stays through the jamboree. Have you seen our guests this morning?
No, actually, I haven't. I think they were up early as well.
I was hoping they could help me do a few chores inside.
Of course. Do you want me to go get them?
Would you? You know what they say, many hands makes light work, and these cookies make me heavy.
I'm on my way, Paul.
Not too shabby. It'll do for now, I suppose. Let's see what the back door looks like.
Whoa, it's so hot out here today.
Boy, I sure could use just a glass of lemonade like this tall right now.
So you
Just
think
talk.
about it, something to drink and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Let's see here. Where are they?
Where's what? Where is it? Where are we looking?
Where are they? I know they can't. You got a bed over here?
Never mind, Daddy. You know, it may surprise you, but sometimes, Daddy, I just stand around and just think about things.
Here comes
You know.
trouble.
I wonder sometimes, do dogs just lick us because they know that we have bones inside? Or how in the world does a sponge hold so much water when it's just full of holes? Just things, the answers the world can never, ever give us. Daddy, you listening?
I'm busy.
Daddy, you want to hear a joke?
No, say
Yeah,
that.
everybody wants to hear a joke. I'm Anyway, Daddy, you know why cowboys ride horses?
Yes. No.
You know? You give up? You give up?
I don't
Why do cowboys
know.
ride horses?
I don't know. We don't know.
Because they're too heavy to carry.
Yeah.
Oh, you get it?
Yes,
You get it? All right. exercised in quite a while.
No, we're not exercising. What I did was I came out here earlier and hid some tools that we're going to be needing after a while. And since you have so graciously told all these people that I am your older sister, I can't remember where I hid them.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
So, when did you have time to come all the way out here just to hide some tools? Where they at, Ned?
Well, wait, I see him. I found him. Thank you. Did y'all hide these? Did y'all looking over there?
You got it.
Yeah, I did that.
Miss Nettie, why in the world do you need lockpicks and crowbars
Oh,
and dynamite
dynamite.
and mustaches and gloves? Miss Nettie, these tools ain't for chores. These tools is for thieving. Miss Nettie, these are for thieving.
Well, it's not much of a surprise. That's what we are. Remember? We're thieves.
Miss Nettie, we can't do this. We shook on it with the Reverend yesterday. You remember?
Hey, no. You also remember that I broke up that cockamamie handshake. So we didn't take no oath, and there ain't no oath. Okay, you get it? You'll thank me later.
But I just don't want to break his trust. I shook his hand and he's been nothing but nice. He let us live in that nice little barn. You know, he give us some food. He just sees us as more than just worthless criminals now. We're actually useful people.
Of course he sees us as worldly people. We're something. He's a reverend. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, but he's also suspicious of you. You know what he said. He said, and here you are, you're proving him right. You're proving him right that we're suspicious.
Oh, I knew you'd be hard-nosed about this. That's why you need to let me do the thinking, Dr. Clyde. Now listen, everybody's going to be busy and going to this festival, jamboree and all that. There will be no guards here at the bank. You'll be free picking, okay? So you see, this is a chance of a lifetime. We can't afford to pass it up.
But what about the marshal? He's still in town?
Oh, what marshal don't scare me, honey.
Well, I don't know, Miss Nick. I don't know if I can do this.
I promise you. If you'll go with me, pull this off, it'll be our last heist. Then we can retire and live happily ever after and settle down. I promise.
I wish I could believe that, Miss Nick, but I don't know if I can. I don't.
Morning,
Have yourself a bit of discriminate.
No.
Why did you throw a dynamite?
No, not really, sir. Just having a little verbal sparring over here with my way over sister. What you got there?
Nothing?
Nothing.
It's just a bag of tools, that's all.
Yeah, that's right. Just a bag of tools is in here. What's in tools for?
Working, what you think?
Yeah, what do you use tools for?
Oh, I've been looking all over town for you. Excuse me for interrupting, Marshall.
That's okay, Miss Bear. What can we do for you?
Well, Paul wanted me to fetch our friends here right away. He needs them for some chores he's working on at the schoolhouse.
That's right.
George, yeah, that's what we got to do for.
The dynamite for blowing up piles of shingles, and that's what it's all for, George.
That's right, and we scrape all them shingles off and pick up all that trash and then we piles. We put that dynamite up there.
It's a boom! Shingles are bye-bye.
Yeah, that's what we done it back when we moved.
Yep. Mustache is just the house. Yep, George, that's a good one.
Yeah, well, I reckon those are the kind of chores Paul had in mind. But anyway, Marshall, would you mind excusing the siblings?
Well, all right, Miss Bear. I trust you and you, Todd. Well, I know he's working really hard.
Well, thanks, Marshall.
I've got my eye on you two.
We
Hey, sir.
take a good look. want one.
Okay, I wasn't gonna do one, so. Anyways, I'm supposed to be left hall waiting long enough, but I hope I give you something to think about. Come on, let's get y'all inside.
Hope you enjoy that cookie. Okay. I gotta find me a way to reel that Dalton back in. He's getting too interested in this boy called Jesus. All the talk is filling his mind with ideas that's distracting him from our main object. Oh, why did our past have to cross with a reverend?